What's up, guys? Welcome to the Blacklist. My name is Ian. I am the president and co-founder of Blacklisted Academy. I've been itching to do some kind of podcast or conversation media or something like that for a while, but trying to get all our ducks in a row and everything hasn't really allowed me to do all the things I want. So today I've decided, you know what? I'm going to sit down and review some of the fights that happened at STX Fight Series this last weekend because I had a bunch of my friends and teammates competing, so might as well talk shit about them. So first up, we're going to look at Leonardo Trevino and his match. Going into this, I think Ezra and Will were saying that Leo was top 10 IBJJF ranked. Let's confirm. Let's go look at the rankings. All right, so I think he's light feather, maybe. Leo's not on the top 10. All right. Page 2. He's got to be page 2, right? What? Not page 2. Page 3? Bro, Leo, you made me scroll 3 pages on my first fucking podcast, you scumbag. Why are you not top 10 anymore? What happened? Why did you fall off so hard? Are you getting fat? Can you not stay in your own weight class? Like, what's going on here? Are you taking a lot of L's? What is this? What is this, Leo? Come on, man. God, people from 80/20 have been saying Leo's top 10, Leo's top 10. And then I go to verify on my fucking podcast and you make me look like a damn fool by dropping to 23rd. God, dude, do I even want to watch his video anymore? I don't know. I'm so genuinely upset right now. Scumbag. Anyways, we're here. I guess fuck it. Let's watch this trash video. That's going to happen. God damn it, dude. So STX is a local competition series that Real Combat and Noe, I don't know if Noe's doing it in conjunction with TSL or I don't know what's going on, but Noe runs a lot of stuff down here too, so he was working in tandem with a few guys on this one as well. I think Rio is a fairly new media company, so they're the guys that are, you know, running all the cameras and whatnot. Audio tends to cut in and out a little bit during this broadcast, so if the audio goes away, I apologize. It's on. It's just a matter of them running the show, turning it on. I think they were turning it off to dodge copyright issues during walkouts. I'm not sure, but that was inconsistent. Yo, why is bro getting pyro? Why did Leo? Wait, hold on. I gotta go back. Did Leo get pyro? I wasn't paying attention. He better get pyro. But yeah, for the most part, it was a pretty smooth stream while we're waiting to see if Leo gets his pyro. It was a pretty smooth stream. You know, some of the camera controls. He didn't get pyro, bro. What the fuck? I can't say he's a top 10 IBJJF athlete anymore, so I can't even say that. But he's a formerly top 10 IBJJF athlete. Against a local athlete, the man gets no pyro? Ooh. You're gonna do my boy dirty like that. But then his opponent, I actually don't know, I don't know this other kid. I don't know his name. I apologize, not trying to be disrespectful. I'm literally just fucking raw dogging this this watch right now. But our boy gets fucking pyro like he's Cody goddamn Rhodes coming out at WrestleMania. Gee whiz. I haven't been training at 80/20, but 80/20 is my home gym. I've just been busy, obviously, running Blacklisted, so I unfortunately run classes at the same exact time as every other gym, so I haven't been able to be there lately. But I've trained plenty of times with Leo and Ed and all the other guys over there, and they're putting in a lot of work. This is sub only, so he gets to pull guard without any penalties or anything like that. I'd be trying to work on his ankle shin on shin connections or ankle connections or something like that too. There you go. Starts to hit it. I think he could have been a little bit more aggressive with that. There we go. But those wrestle ups though, immediately gets put on bottom, and now Leo's working. He starts doing X passes, passing north south. Boom, gets the turtle reaction.
Beautiful. He's got the choke. That's it.
Choke goes in with a body triangle.
Yeah, nice. Oh, he went out a little
Time. Will on commentary, Nye on commentary.
He's ranked number 4 in the world.
He's not, Will. We know that now. He's not ranked 4 in the world. Unless there's yet another ranking that I have to look at. This fucking lying piece of shit Leo is no longer 4th in the world. He has descended. He was near the peak, and now he's at the middle section of the mountain at like 23. Absolute scumbag. But anyways, it was like a 40-second match. I mean, not much to say about it, obviously. If I had to nitpick, right? Because I also play a lot of guard. In Nogi, yes, if they're leaning forward with head first, grabbing those hands, grabbing collar ties is a great tool to make them posture up. But then you gotta be dummy sweeping in on those ankles, try to get that shin on shin. Obviously, he has his own game plan. Different weight classes mean different skill sets and stuff. So obviously, he got the sub in 40 fucking seconds. I mean, how can we really actually send any criticism his way? You know what I mean? The way I described it to Will when we went out to dinner that night was that's basically like what you would show in a classroom when you ask to your students, hey, Leo, can you show me what your whole, to the rest of the class, what your whole system from a guard pull to a wrestle up to a guard pass to a back take to a strangle would look like. And that's basically the amount of time it would take for somebody to just demonstrate, this is the path that I like to take. So very cool, very good work on Leo. Not top 10 Leo. That's scumbag top 30 Leo. But I guess pretty good job anyways. We can't do one twin without doing the other twin. We got Ed. He ended up getting moved up to the finals, because at the last minute, they had some people drop out, and then they had to shift some people around and stuff. So Sam and Jerry were supposed to be the final match of the night, the main event, but they got moved up to the match before this, and that put Ed in the hot seat as having the main event. Now, with that being said, when you get moved to a main event for any sport, spotlight's kind of on you. You gotta kind of get something done. So that's kind of what happened to Ed here. This match is gonna be a little bit longer, so we'll actually have some things to talk about. I'm gonna absolutely crucify Ed this whole time. Zero respect. Wait, hold on. What fucking rank is Ed? Is Ed smaller? I don't know. He looks like a fucking rooster. Ed, male, adult, Nogi, blue, light feather. Edward Trevino. Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's fucking 17th. It's better than scumbag Leo. At least one of the brothers is seem to be trying. It seems that Leo is all but given up. Well, it is what it is. Some of us just collapse under our own attempts at greatness, I guess. Anyways, moving on.
There it goes.
All right. Another guard pull. You think because they're twins, they're going to do exactly the same shit, but they don't. But I do like that Ed is chasing the ankles more. He is a sticky dude. That is right, nice. Sticky man. See that shit, the fucking walking away shit, man. I saw that so much. You just got to engage, brother. Just, But I do like that Ed is sticking to those ankles, using his butterfly hooks, dummy sweeping, to try to close that gap and make those connections.
And most guys, you look at high-level guys, all they do is wrestle up, dude.
To what Nye said, for anybody that doesn't understand, guard pullers get a lot of bad rap, and I think it's a little bit unfair because there is a game afoot, right? And if it were just like who's the manliest man, then yeah, both stand up and bang. But being the fucking manliest man doesn't win you the match, right? You can be the greater wrestler and still lose, because when you pull guard and you can get a wrestle up, you are so low to the ground that the guy's not going to fucking be able to wrestle you and take you down. You're taking 2 points off the board from somebody who might wrestle you to the ground. So if you're going against a D1 wrestler, why would you just let them have 2 points? You can just pull guard, deny those 2 points, and then wrestle them up and get 2 points for a takedown, and still maintain your ability to guard pass and stuff like that. So obviously I pull guard and stuff too, but I try to wrestle and all this other shit. But you should be doing both, but you should exercise common sense. If you know you can't win a wrestling exchange, short of training wrestling, why would you, if a gold medal is on the line, why would you risk wrestling a guy who is obviously better than you at wrestling when you can just pull guard and get the same result without the risk? Guard pullers got to learn to wrestle, and wrestlers got to learn to fucking guard pass, man. You guys can't just bitch your way into a fucking gold medal. Oh, fucking stand back up, bro. We see that shit all the time. Stand back up. fucking pass his guard. He did it for you. You just didn't get your 2 points, which was apparently the only thing you had planned to win the match. Have a plan B. It's not hard. Anyways.
Because they can't wrestle, but you can wrestle up because you're underneath the hips.
Exactly. If you can't wrestle, you can wrestle up. I like the way Ed's blocking that hip with his knee before he squared up. That was good.
Good heavy cross face. I like that. I like what Ed's doing with the head.
Now, when I'm trying to fight grips, I'm assuming he's fighting grips on the far side. You can't quite see. But I'm personally a fan of dropping the hip down and getting like the overback grip and using that extra hand to kind of like fight the grips and stuff like that. I don't like really squaring up on side control and no-gi. It's kind of a weak position. Shin mount. Ed could be taking mount right here. I don't know what his plan is, but he has the underhook. There's no reason why he can't take mount from shin mount.
I tell my kids, do not do what I do when you see.
What they're referring to is Nye is from a different team than Will. Will is on I'm on Will's team, 80-20, and one of the other guys that should be announcing right now is named Ezra. Ezra and Nye had an absolute match against each other, and Nye hit a clip on Ezra that went fucking viral, where he like hopped over Ezra's guard and happened to get like a temporary pin there, and the video went fucking viral. So Will is talking to Nye about like that moment at Sub the Ops.
That's a good coach right there.
Don't do what I do.
And he's right.
Stick with the bases. Stick with the
and get those grips. X pass, yeah. All right, we're back on to Neon Belly.
Don't do that crazy shit.
He's winning that underhook. Again, he could be, if he focuses on the bottom arm, he could try to win mount. But again, I don't know what his plan is. But it looks like he's trying to get to mount, obviously. So I would say, let's, pin the other arm. He needs to pin the other arm or control that other wrist so that he can finish from shin mount to mount. I remember this being a bit of a recurring thing. Again, I don't know if he's trying to cook him or just keep him down for a while, or maybe he's going for something else. But I would assume that you just go to mount. I don't know what your plan would be from this position other than make your way to mount. But he is doing a good job of using that knee to block his hips. Morado's. By keeping his knee there, Murado's hips cannot recover, and it's going to be very difficult for our red guy to get out of this pin and regard. But again, at this point, if I was Dave or Leo over there, I would be shouting about finishing shin mount to mount. He keeps getting to Neon Belly. That's very good. He's passing very well. He's controlling very well. He just needs to go. But he's combining very well. X pass again. Fucking cleaned. So, okay, hold on. Let's pause it. Okay. A little knee slice into an X pass into Neon Belly again. Okay, now let's pause right here. Well, let's let him settle down. Okay, so Ed's left hand monitoring the kind of forearm elbow area of Murado. Again, I don't want to speak out of turn. Maybe top 17 in the world, Ed Trevino has a bit of a plan here. But I would really, really like to see the left arm of Ed go under the right arm, the near arm closest to the camera of Murado. Hit like a nice flare of the elbow. So Murado's elbow has to come up, so he can't protect his ribs, can't make an elbow knee connection or a hip to elbow connection to protect getting put in mount. Because as we've seen, Ed is riding shin mount a lot, and he's had maybe 3 or 4 opportunities in the match. I think I would like to see that happen a little bit more aggressively, and along with that nice chest to chest pressure. But again, I don't know what his plan is. There we go. And he did it off of the control of the wrist, so the elbow couldn't come down and make the connection with the hip. He is pulling the elbows out of position now, which is great, replacing his opponent's elbows with his thighs. Very good. He's starting to hit wrist control. That's awesome. He needs to cross control the second wrist as well. And there we go. Now here's the thing. We don't want to press down. So when people are in that position where they're hugging like this, we need to get our cross palm up grips on their wrists. And when people do this, they have a tendency to pull straight back. We kind of saw Ed do that just now. He pulled the arm straight back while pushing the other arm, and they're kind of connected like this. But when you push straight back, the thing is like my chest is supporting this wrist. So pushing down on this wrist doesn't really do anything because my body's physically in the way. You're not going to like punch a hole through my chest to get my wrist to go even further back, right? So when we're doing this, we need to play a dilemma of kind of rolling them from side to side and rotating the wrists out like this, like an Americana, And when they come to cover that, then we do it again and we do it again. But by the time we keep chaining those rotations of the wrists, we have them kind of rocking back and forth. And then eventually it starts to stick harder and harder because it's like building up a wave where it's like, okay, more momentum. And then bam, we drop our weight through one of those wrists. We pin it on the mat. And that other arm as long as we got our like weight, like pressing through the wrist on the mat and we're just driving everything through that, it's a very difficult thing for them to either get their wrist back or even take their secondary arm and like try to pop that hand off their wrist. Because when they do that, they expose their back and their center line is compromised, meaning that like their chest is no longer facing my chest. My shoulder starts to face their chest when I reach across to push that hand. And that's the kind of opportunity you're looking for in mount, because obviously it's going to set up arm bars, triangles, back exposures, stuff like that. But so far, I mean, obviously dominant performance by Ed. As much as I talk shit about these guys, they're obviously doing a very good job, especially at their level. They could probably compete against purple belts and do similar work. So they're looking really, really good. Let's rotate it. Let's rotate that arm. Let's not pull or push. Let's rotate. The dismount is a little questionable there. I don't know what the goal would be to dismount. Maybe he has an idea from shin mount that he really, really wants to hit. Maybe he's trying to style on him or something.
I really don't know what he's trying to attack here.
You're trying to get the
I do agree with Will on that sentiment of once you dismounted, what exactly was the plan to attack? Because you have a better shot at separating the wrists from mount. But now here's the thing, and this is why I never count people out when I start to like say like, oh, I don't know why he's doing this. Because again, I literally, I'm not saying I don't know why in the derogatory sense of like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm saying I don't know what he's doing, as in literally I don't know what his plan is. So maybe there is a world where Ed is half-heartedly pressing on these grips to get his opponent to kind of like, oh, all I have to do to survive is do this, and then I won't get submitted. And in doing this, his arms are tight, and then maybe you can start throwing up like, attempts at leg triangles because one arm is just perpetually pinned because they don't want it to come away. So they're like, no, like the whole time they're fighting, one arm is far away, the other one is staying super tight because Ed has now trained that person by constantly like pulling on those arms to be like, hey, you should probably keep your arms close to your chest, or at least one of them. So maybe he was doing that. Genuinely, I don't know, but that certainly can be an option. I don't like to give the Trevino boys too much credit. I want to see him turn the corner more. Obviously, he's kind of just throwing that, and I don't think you're ever really going to hit a triangle from straight on that comfortably. But now he's turning the corner, and that's where this starts to get serious. He turned that corner, started to win that situation a little bit more and get that shoulder and elbow out of position.
That's tight. Maybe grab the wrist. You can transition to armbar.
Yeah, just leaning forward. He wouldn't even necessarily need to. Damn. Damn. He's like, Elsa, save this man. Save this man. So, yeah, and this isn't a critique of him or anything, just kind of talking just to talk. But once you do get, that's a little risky, the amount of rolling over he did and the way he kind of landed, because the kid could have like powered up potentially and got on top, which gives him a better shot. Now, grabbing that leg is going to be fucking rough. If he can get a hold of that leg, there's like nothing the kid is going to do that's going to get him out other than just like suddenly turning into the Hulk and exploding out, right? But the funny thing is he doesn't, when you have a mounted triangle, you don't necessarily need to do that. Once you've hit that angle and you got it in deep, you could actually turn back like in alignment with their head and then just lean forward and hip down, and that could do it as well. But it allows their hips to kind of like freak out, right? Like if they have an opportunity to survive, without grabbing the legs, the person that you're mounted triangling, they can like start to freak out with their hips and potentially like kind of pop loose their neck or their shoulder. But I can tell you from experience, if you get a mount triangle on someone and you don't even grab their legs, you stay in alignment and you lean forward, it's going to be a really bad day for the guy on bottom. But luckily, Ed grabs a leg, and that's basically the last bit of hope somebody would have to escaping with like some kind of leg swing escape that puts Ed on his back. And then when the person can come on top, they can start to regain control over their posture and then potentially like escape and turn the tides on them. But with Ed grabbing that leg, there's no hope. I mean, obviously we know that's it, but Ed could literally probably just stay there for the rest of the match, and dude probably wouldn't be able to escape just because it's such a tough spot to be in.
Oh,
Yes, 1
snap.
minute.
He checked on him.
There you
He
go.
checked. He felt him
He's
go
out,
limp.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's
out.
Woo!
He's out. Yeah.
I didn't know the motherfucking Sandman had a fight today. Putting people to sleep, sprinkling that sand on him. Woo. But you know what? Props to the kid. He fought all the way till the end. And I mean, as much as it's a great day for Ed, it's still props to that kid for going out there and fighting the good fight the entire time, going to sleep. I don't necessarily recommend going to sleep, but you know, there's a little bit of honor in being like, you know what, you're going to have to fucking kill me, right? Like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart, baby. What was it, 1997? Got put in the sharpshooter. Steve Austin didn't tap, passed out from the pain, and that started the journey of Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Bam, Stone Cold Ed Trevino. Congratulations, boys. Everybody at 80/20, good job. We'll do more videos later. Good job to Noe for putting on another great event. Good job to Elsa for reffing for like fucking 5 straight hours or some shit like that. Good job to Eric for leading the team as always over at 80/20 and being a man that is seeking truth through martial arts, not living up to some weird traditional stuff, just being like, what works? How do I get my guys to learn this shit so that we can do it and win medals? Great fucking work all around, guys. This is the Blacklist, episode 1, done. We'll be doing more stuff in the future, but thought I'd just slap this shit together for you guys. Anyways, have a good one. See you guys later.